Hey y'all, it's Spiritual Life Coach 43, and I'm here to do the month of April, year 2021 reading for the zodiac sign of Libra. If you're new to my channel, welcome and blessings. Come on in. If you're one of my returning viewers, watchers, or subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much for being with us. Always appreciate you guys so much. Love and light and blessings as well. Cross watchers, you're always welcome. And so have a seat. I'm sending you so much love and light and blessings to you too. If you are new to my channel, then you probably don't know I'm not big on signs. I like to focus on you, Libra. Sometimes your message may correlate or connect to one of my other zodiac readings, and I will refer you to watch those videos. Of course, you have free will. Do what you feel is best. When it comes to oracle cards and tarot, it's really all about energy, so don't focus on the gender so much. You can flip and flop and reverse the situation and insert it how it fits for your situation, your life, your scenario, and what's going on with you, but never ever force it. If the reading's not for you, hopefully you can still enjoy it or get some type of message from it that's beneficial for you. But don't ever force it if it's not for you. Maybe check one of your other signs. Maybe that message is coming in stronger, or you can watch another reader, or there's always other ways to be informed. But hopefully these messages resonate for all of you, or as many of you as much as I can. It's all guidance by God and Spirit, okay? At this time, I am inclined to use oracle cards. I am starting to miss my tarot cards. I'm very selective about every deck, every card that I use. So I don't just, take a deck and just use it and go with it. I usually have to be um, energetically pulled to it. It has to be a spiritual connection for me. I'm very selective. Okay. In this reading, I will use reversals only for one deck. It will be for this one. This is a Chakra Wisdom Oracle card deck. This is by Tori Hartman. I'm loving this deck. Um, it's very clear messages. They're usually to the point. Oracle is just higher level of tarot, but both give a lot of information and messages. And please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. It keeps my channel growing and going. That is always my goal. I have some amazing and cool things coming up for you guys. I've been working on new decks and just different things I'm going to be bringing to the channel. Hopefully I will be doing a lot more readings. That's the goal. And just showing various sides of who I am and what I'm offering to the world. All glory to God, of course. And you guys get some really good comments. I really appreciate the compliments and the kind words and thoughts. It goes a long way with me, and I do appreciate that. I am available for life coaching sessions and readings. However, right now I have to do them through either email or text because I'm waiting for my new phone to come. The one I'm using right now is really slow to upload, and it's sad because it's a newer phone and I do like it, but it just has a lot of issues with it. Unfortunately, it was a gift, but it's a gift I really like too, and I wouldn't have to buy a phone, but it is what it is. And when it comes through, I will be back on track with scheduling readings and stuff like that. So as far as the phone readings, but if you need something right now, we'll work something out and I'll cut you a really good deal through email or text or both. And just hit my email up. It's in the description box below. I also have PayPal and Cash App. If you've donated to my channel, I just want to thank you so much in advance. I appreciate it. Everything you put into me, believe me, I will be putting back into myself and back into you and the energy and the resources and what I have planned for this channel. I see it going really far. So God willing, we get there. And I just really appreciate the donation. So if you guys want to donate, I do have Cash App and PayPal. The links are below. Okay, so a few things. I was gonna do a mid-month reading in the month of March, and I ended up not doing it. Spirit led me directly online, and I actually did. Um, I won a free live reading from this lady named Amma. The name of her channel is Walk in You Tarot. It's a sentence, Walk in You Tarot. And I won this reading. I knew I was going to win before I won, and that's happened to me with different things in my life since I was a child. Thank you, God. It never gets old. It never gets too old to be cool. It's every time it's amazing. Every time. I know I just won like some Disneyland tickets like a year and a half ago. I told a family member we were going to win before we won, and sure enough we won, and there was only one winner picked. So, God is amazing, and he works in very mysterious ways. It never gets old to win, and it never gets old to know you're going to win. It's always the coolest thing. When you feel it, you feel it. When you know it, you just know it. But I won, and it wasn't that many of us online either. So I knew my chances were even better, but I just felt it. I just felt it that I was going to win. And sure enough, I did. So she actually picked two winners. I was the first one. So if you guys want to watch the reading, it's called Lottery Quickie Tarot Reading 3/18. That's again, Lottery Quickie Tarot Reading 3/18. It was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. It was like really late. I was just up. I was actually going to do mid-month readings, and I was guided online. She just happened to go live at that time. I was new to her channel. I had only watched her channel maybe once or twice. I had subscribed, but I didn't know she was gonna go live at that moment. I had no clue. Um, but I just clicked on and she was on and she was just starting and I watched and I won and it was just really cool. And I thought she did a great job. So I do recommend her. I think she's very affordable with her pricing from what I saw, although my reading was free. I don't just get readings from people. Thank God. God is so amazing. My last two readings has been for free. One was online, one was in person. I was just going to a store one time and God sent this man to give me a reading um, for free. And yes, I did tip him though. It's really amazing how that works because I had been wanting a reading. Really manifest what you guys want. God and the Spirit, they do hear you. I have been wanting one, but I'm very selective about who I get them from. So when things happen like this, just know that's divinely guided. It's just everything works out. Just clicks, clicks, click. Everything just works out step by step. Real simple, real easy. Okay. But and I end up not doing mid-month readings. I end up just waiting to give you guys your readings now. So everything happens in God's divine timing. If you watch my life coaching videos, or if you watch my tarot videos, you would see my synchronicities all the time. It just happens often. You know, I call things out when I see 4/3, or today I saw the clock was 11:11. Like I see this stuff every single day, like always. It's a reason for me being Spiritual Life Coach 43. That 43 isn't just a number that's random. That's a number I see every day, all throughout the day, every day. So pay attention to the synchronicities in your life too, as well, Libra, as we all should. Even if you're not a Libra, everybody should. This is for every single person because everything relates and everything connects. And the higher you get to God and Spirit, the closer you get to them, the more you understand your path and your purpose and what you're here to do and how things make sense. Like the stuff that don't make sense to me, like today, may make sense in a year, may make sense in a week or a month, or synchronicity or omen. Somehow it's going to connect to something and make sense. I've had things happen to me where I didn't even know what a word or two meant because um, it was in another language. I didn't know until somebody complimented me with those words. So you just never know. And then it was like, oh my God. I remember writing that down and throwing it away because I didn't know what I was writing. Um, and then now I've learned not to do that. Don't throw it away. Just write it and keep it. So some of you need to keep journals or diaries, whoever needs to hear that. But anyways, don't throw things away that are odd and unusual because you don't have an understanding of it. And I did look it up. Um, I didn't find anything on it. And I could have been spelling it wrong. I only know what I heard. Sometimes, as you call us whatever you want, spiritual life coaches, psychics, mediums, whatever you want to call us, witches, whatever. Um, we get messages in various ways. I see numbers a lot. Sometimes, you may see feathers, you may see pennies, you may hear God. He does have a voice. He does speak. You may get things in different ways. So pay attention to that. That's a part of your spiritual journey. That's a part of your connection to the divine. Okay, that's interesting because I know I've said this in many ways, but usually not to start a reading. So that was meant for somebody, hopefully all of you, Libra. Okay, Libra, there will be 3 parts to your reading. If you've seen Gemini's, Aquarius's, and Sagittarius reading, they came in first, second, and third with the most views of my video for last month in March. So one of my ways of giving back to you guys, if whoever comes in the top 3, they get the most messages from various decks. So first place, I don't know, you may get 11, 12 different decks of messages extra. So they have 4 parts. Second place usually gets 5 extra decks of messages, and it's just whatever comes out. 3 cards could come out, 2 cards, I don't know. But anyways, but it'll be from 5 extra decks, and then third place gets 3 extra decks of messages, and that's how I do that. I feel like in the future I'll probably do extendeds and stuff like that. We'll see. As there's a lot of ideas that I get every day, and write down all your ideas as well. Okay, Libra, let's start your reading. Let's start with the pre-messages first. You guys had a bunch of pre-messages, but they were really clear and to the point. Um, don't doubt yourself and know that you're good enough. Because I'm seeing a blessing come in for you, but you may be a little scared about it, or there's something you could be wanting to do, but you're not sure if you can complete it. You are good enough. You're apt. You're able to do it. That's what I'm getting. You're equipped to do it. Whatever it is. It could be completing a course or um, starting a business. I don't know. Whatever it is, follow your destiny. Like you're destined to do it. You're destined to complete it. It's meant for you to do. And a blessing is coming in. And I saw effortless. Um, so I feel like something's going to come in for you. And although it's effortless for you to receive this blessing, it's like this is because of all the work you've put in. So even if you're like, I don't know what I did to deserve this right now, it's like this everything that you've done well and right. It's like a blessing from spirit. So that looks amazing. And just know this, you are destined for joy and happiness. Let yourself receive it and know that you deserve that. Okay, those were your pre-messages. Let's get to part one of your reading. And I'm starting with the Conscious Spirit Oracle card deck. It's really beautiful. I get a lot of energy from this deck. I'm loving to see other readers start to use it. I take notes, and I have notes for each card from this deck, and I will also read it intuitively. I will combine both for your reading. So this deck is by Kim Dreer. Once again, it's called Conscious Spirit Oracle card deck. And all the decks that I use, they're listed in the description box. Okay, so yeah, I buy most of them online. So, or I'll make my own too. Okay, Libra, you guys have angel number 18. I suggest Googling that. You also have air elemental. That's the name of this card. It says, I embrace the element of air and am open to all knowledge and wisdom. So you are learning from other people. You're learning from tarot and oracle card readers. You're learning from psychics that use pendulums. You're learning from various sources that you never thought you'd be connected to. A lot of you are going back to receive more education and further your college educational journey, or some of you are actually going to start um, really watching different gurus, life coaches, relationship experts, different people you're going to be interested in. Priest, it could also be you're led to, like I said, a life coach or something like that. But I feel like it's going to be different than anything you ever imagined, or it's something that you didn't think you would do. Like maybe didn't think you'd go back and get another degree, or maybe you didn't think you would get interested in a different type of religion, but you just want to learn about it. But this is a time for learning and wisdom for you, and I think this is amazing. So you're expanding. So don't be surprised if you find yourself like watching different cooking channels, or getting involved with, exercise or nutrition or something like that. But something new is coming in for you. It's like at this point in life, you're taking charge of your life, and your thoughts are going to be reeling. I feel like you're going to get a lot of thoughts at this time. You're an intellect, Libra, as it is, and you're a very hard worker. And you do believe in growth and elevation, personal growth and elevation. So you're all about movement and getting things done. So keep expanding your horizons and just become an active participant in your life. So anything that you really want to do, get it done, do it. Jump in and go for it. Just think it through. Definitely look at the entire picture before you take that leap of faith. But once you've thought it through, go for it. Okay. Ponder the outcome before moving forward, though. So picture yourself at that finish line, graduating. Picture yourself, in a year or two, in a month or two, in 5 years, and what does that outcome look like for you? Paint that picture for yourself so you can see yourself winning. It should be something positive. If it doesn't look positive, don't do it. But give yourself a vision, a beautiful vision of what it looks like to complete this goal or task or project. Gather a lot of information. Learn about your craft, and this is what you're going to do. I think you're going to experience something new and different, and it's going to enlighten you in a whole, like a totally new way. It's beautiful. It's going to feel really good. You may be really interested in incense or some type of new fragrance, perfume or cologne, but you may buy some incense. Somebody may gift you some, or you may smell some, and you have to have it for your house or your job or something like that. So incense and feathers may be important for you. In the month of April, pay attention to feathers. Oftentimes, Your loved ones and spirits from the other side will send you feathers. I see them as well. And I have some interesting stories I can really go into, but I see them as well. Um, they're usually giving you a message, like you may get a call about somebody or information. Um, when you see feathers, sometimes it's just them letting you know that they're around you. Pay attention to the colors, like the grays, the whites, um, black feathers. Just pay attention to all of them. You may even want to look some of these feathers up and just see what they mean, because they're going to have some kind of significance for somebody. Here is what I'm getting. I keep hearing feathers, feathers. Somebody may really like feathers, or maybe you have a farm, or you like chickens, you just have a rooster or something like that, or you see them a lot. That spirit letting you know that they're around you, they love you, and they're guiding you. So there's something they're going to enlighten you with. Something's going to become known for you, Libra, in the month of April and going forward. So if you're studying, make sure that you're very organized. Whatever you're studying, you're going to be using your mind a lot in April. So make sure you guys are getting plenty of rest too, like balance yourself, so that you don't burn yourself out, because the more you know, the more you're going to want to know, and you're going to do really well. I see people doing really well in school, and maybe you join a seminar or you start something like that, but it's going to be really good. A webinar, um, Google Classrooms, just various ways of learning is coming in for you. So this looks good. And Air Elemental, this card is really going to help you to study in different ways. Okay, so look forward to that. Okay, just take to the air, just fly. Let yourself embrace and be the sponge and just take it in. Take it in. You're becoming wiser. This is beautiful. Okay, let's get to part 2 of your reading. Libra, this is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle card deck. This one is by Tori Hartman. I'm loving this deck as well. This is the only one that I will read in reverse if it comes out that way. I'm going to shuffle and then cut the cards and put the formation of the star of the sea in front of you. Let's go. Spirit, please come through as you always do for the zodiac sign of Libra for the month of April, year 2021 for Libra. And all my cards have been prayed upon and meditated on before I even start my reading. Always. So they're always ready to go. For Libra, Spirit, what's the messages for April, year 2021 for Libra, for Libra, for Libra? A lot going on for you guys. I feel like there's a lot, but it's been a lot. You know, it's been a lot. You guys have a very full, busy life. My best friend is actually a Libra, so she's very successful, always into school and knowledge, and she's an amazing person. Very hard worker. Very hard worker. You guys have steadfast determination, I would say. Very loving people. I love her. Okay, for the zodiac sign of Libra, for the month of April, year 2021, what do they need to know, Spirit? I'm getting one more shuffle. For Libra, for Libra, for Libra, April, year 2021. Okay. The card in the center represents you. The card above that represents the change that you will see next. The bottom left represents what's going to trigger this change. The top right represents the action you can take guided by spirit. The top left represents what's happening in your environment with family, friends, people around you. Could be neighbors, could be co-workers, could be bosses, relatives, anything like that. And then the bottom right represents the outcome of this spread. I always start with the bottom of the deck. This represents the overall message of the spread right here, the energy here. Okay, in reverse, you guys have rejection. Yeah, so Spirit's letting me know that don't be afraid of rejection. Don't be afraid of failure. Because I don't feel like you're going to be rejected. There's something like you feel like you can't do, or you can't finish, or you can't accomplish. You guys are hard workers. You guys are go-getters. You know how to get things done. I'm hearing eloquently. You know how to get things done with like perfection, precision, very eloquently. Some of you are doctors. Some of you are, I'm hearing dentistry, dentists. Others of you are teachers and business owners or managers, something like this. Like, I feel like there's a lot of positions coming through here. Nursing, nurses. But anyways, don't be afraid of rejection. Because I feel like with I always tell people this: what's for you will be for you. Okay. When something isn't for you, that just means God is opening the next window, the next door of opportunity. Something better will always come along. Because what you thought was good or great, God is that amazing. He can make something greater and better. You'll look back and say, I'm happy I didn't get that. I'm happy I didn't go that way because this is right for me. But you don't always see that in that moment. Okay? So this is why they're asking you, look ahead. Look ahead. See the finish line. Okay? Yeah, don't be afraid of rejection. No, you're going to get something. Something good is coming in for you. This is beautiful. Love it. Okay, what represents you, Libra, is completion. Yeah, you're going to complete whatever this is. And for a lot of you, you've completed some really, I'm hearing trials and tribulations. You've completed some really hard lessons in life. Okay? Hard lessons. Um, and now it's like you're ready to move on to your next chapter or your next cycle. Um, and even with those hard lessons, Libra, you know you've been blessed along the way too, because God has been by your side. He always stays by your side. And for a long time, I've been doing readings, and the Libra energy is coming out where you guys have been blessed with a lot of gifts and unexpected blessings, just coming out the woodwork. So a lot of gifts coming, financial blessings, just connections, things connecting the dots is what I'm hearing. They're going to continue to connect for you. Okay, keep believing, keep having faith. You're still in your season, is how I feel, of blessings and receiving. So keep on receiving. Some of you have attended a funeral recently. You lost a loved one. This could have been um, on your spouse's side of the family, could have been on your side of the family. This could be a friend. For a lot of you, this was somebody you knew, but you weren't very close to, but you knew of them. So you could be supporting a masculine or feminine. You could be supporting family or helping out in some way, or somebody could be passing at this time, and you're going to step in and help um, friends and family. Somehow you're going to contribute to this. So my condolences for whoever this is, and I'm sending blessings and prayers to the family. Stay strong. I do have a life coaching video about death. I can't even remember which number it was, but how to cope with death. So if you need to see that or refer that to somebody, please look that up. It still should be somewhere on YouTube. Look at my videos, okay? That's the life coaching I do. I know most people love tarot more than I get views for life coaching, but as a life coach and a tarot card and oracle card reader, I have to do both. This is one of my ways of serving God, and I really do enjoy doing both, and I'm going to continue to do both, because I love it. And like I said, I'm serving the Lord by doing it. But somebody definitely in your life completed their journey, is what I'm getting, and they moved on to their next life. So they're walking with God and the angels. They become a part of your spiritual team. You may dream them and see them. Give a lot of hugs and love and comfort, to the family and to the friends. And, for some people, just send a sympathy card. Or there's also cards online. I've seen these. I haven't bought them yet, but I've seen these cards online. They're like for when somebody does pass away. You can send these cards out, or you can buy a stack of them, hand them out. They have like a prayer on it, or a poem or something like that. You can look stuff like that up, and stuff like that just gives people comfort. You'd be surprised, in times of grief, who's crying and what people need to read. Yes, we should be turning to God in the Bible. That's of course first, and helping each other cope, and giving each other support and encouragement, and remembering the good times. Um, but some things will stand out, like when you just you know, need to read something else. You need a pamphlet. You need to read those pamphlets at church. They do help. I've been there many years ago, and I actually did read one. Especially when you're just tired of crying. You cried till you've cried out, till you've dried out, and of course you'll probably end up crying some more. But sometimes, when you come out of it, and you have to wash your dishes and take care of your kids and clean and cook and all these wonderful things, right? Um, and you're doing things to keep busy. Sometimes you need to just sit in silence and just have that moment to yourself of what can I do to help myself, be positive during this really challenging and difficult and sad time. So definitely allow yourself to grieve. And one of the ways to grieve is um, to do it through reading positive things. Okay. Bible scriptures, or just, like I said, poems, nice and kind words and gestures, and also doing loving things for others. Calling and checking on somebody, sending that text of roses or something like that. Something really nice. Bringing somebody food because they're not going to eat if you don't. Things like that. That really helped me in a time of my grief. When I had lost a family member many years ago, people brought all this food. So I felt like it'd be a disrespect if I didn't even try to eat. Of course, you're not hungry and you're not thinking about food, but life goes on and we have to go on and stay strong, and we don't want to get sick either. And sometimes you can't eat but a bite, or a slurp or two of soup. But you know what? Every day it'll get a little bit easier, get a little bit better when you do it the right way, in a positive way, and just allow yourself to go through it. You have to. So I feel like somebody thanks you for your contributions to helping them grieve and get through like a difficult moment or time. So that's completion for whoever that resonates with. Okay, the change that you will see next, Libra, in reverse, you guys have grief. Yeah, you're coming out of that. So yeah, somebody definitely lost a family member here, or a friend. It could be a relative, could be an in-law. Um, May their soul rest in peace. Keep them in prayer and check on people. This sometimes families don't even get together until grief, strikes, until death strikes the family. And then people come together, and it's like, we need to get together for the good times too. Call people, use this as opportunity to reach out more, even if it's doing something different and unusual and more personal, like sending a letter, more than just a text. But it's nothing wrong with saying, hey, how are you doing? Or just send a text of, I love y'all, or something like that, or just a pretty picture or something. You know, use this time to come together, and also find ways to come together in more happier lights, what I mean, in happier times. You know, have a family reunion, or plan a trip, even if you guys don't stay but a day or two. Something positive, something fun, a girls' trip, a guys' trip, a family trip, where everybody just meet up somewhere, a cruise, something wonderful, or just go to the park and just have a huge family day. You don't even have just a cookout, fish fry. Everybody just bring food and we just chill. Don't even have to be a reunion. But yeah, you're gonna come out of this grieving. You're strong. You're gonna be learning more about helping others, especially to grieve and get through the difficult challenge of death. A lot of people are strong during this time, but there's some other people who are really, they grieve in silence, and they try to isolate themselves, when really this is a time where you need each other. You will need your time and your space, but you need your family and friends too, and loved ones to be around for encouragement. For those that you guys know cannot do it themselves, and they need that extra hug and love that they won't ask for, just give it to them. Give it to them. Send them some money in the mail. Send them some bath stuff. Send some flowers, some roses, some food, something like that. It can even be, maybe you celebrate this person's life by sending everybody a t-shirt with that person, and maybe the whole family's on that shirt with that person, or something like that. Everybody's smiling and being goofy and silly and having fun. Do something out of the ordinary, but you're going to come out of this grief, or somebody could actually be doing that for you. So don't be surprised if you get a gift, because I did see a blessing coming in for you, Libra. No telling what it is. It could be anything, really. But celebrate somebody's life in a positive way. Remember the good and the bad. Learn from the bad, learn from the good. Because when you love somebody, you love all of them. You may not miss the bad parts, but you love them. When you love somebody, you love them. But mostly focus on the good, and stay in a high vibration, stay strong, stay courageous. And I feel like you're going to. Somebody around you may need a little bit extra support. Be there for them, and if you can, to the best of your ability. Okay, what's going to trigger this change of coming out of this grief? Libra, you have service, yeah, by helping others. By helping others. And I'm doing this reading, and I do know somebody who's going through all this that I just talked about right now. I don't want to put out anybody's business, because, you know, not everybody's happy with that. So I won't say any names, but, or not everybody, some people are just more private. I really don't know, because I haven't asked them. So I'm trying not to put out too much, but I know somebody going through this, every card that just came, exact experience as I speak. They're out of town, um, attending a funeral that just passed. I think the funeral was this week, but they're not even back at home yet. They're still out of town, helping the family, doing everything I'm telling you guys to do. Cakes, baking a cake, buying a cake, bringing food, and I actually recommended like certain things that they can do. So I'm going to recommend the same thing to you guys. You know, go to either, a supermarket that already has like, those chickens that's already done, those whole chickens, and buy a couple of those for the family if you don't feel like cooking. They usually are hot, they're seasoned, a lot of them are good. Um, just help where you can, and God is going to bless you for this, because I feel like you're in a really busy time in your life and you had to take the time out to help somebody and be there for them. So, God is going to bless you for your understanding and for your service. Um, Somebody just held somebody's hand, or put your hand on their shoulder, rub somebody's back. I've been there where I've had family just rub my back when I was dealing with grief. These gestures seem so minuscule and small. We usually don't ask for them, but when people just step in and do it, it's making me emotional right now, because I've been there and I know how this feels, whether this person was close or not. But it's hard and it hurts, especially when this person is close. Everybody's loved by somebody, no matter who you are. God loves us all. We're all God's children, and we're here to help each other. And it's not always easy to get through death, and that's why I was led to do a video months back on how to cope with death, because it's not easy, and that's just some of the ways. There's a lot more. I'm sure there's thousands and hundreds of more, but I put out the ones that came to me to share with the world. So whoever needs it, please look it up or email me, and I'll find it and I'll send you the link if you really need it. Um, but your service is going to help others, and it's healing you too. It's healing you too. And you know what? The family and the friends, they really appreciate you coming through like you did, because they know you have family, you have responsibilities. Some of you have kids, you have your own obligations, that you have your own job, and everything stops in a way when when somebody dies. You have to plan this funeral, go get these clothes. It's such a process, and most of us are not prepared for this because you kind of thrown into it. Um, but that's a good time to talk to your kids about death and how to prepare them for certain things, that because no day is guaranteed. We're all on God's clock, and when it's our time, it's our time. And sometimes you do get a warning from doctors, but understand this: God is the ultimate doctor. And I have family now who have survived, even though doctors told them they wouldn't be here. They're still here, and they're much older, and they're in their sound minds too. They're not in rest homes, and we're talking about people who are almost 100, like real close to it. So God is amazing, and God sends helpers like doctors, and they're usually right, but nobody's 100% but God. This is why God is perfect. That's from now on. I don't even say people save lives. I say people help save lives, because only God can save. And whoever's crossed over, they're looking down. That's what I'm hearing. I haven't done um, messages from loved ones in heaven in a while. I may just, because it's been a while. It's coming to mind right now, but who knows? It's a different type of energy, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, your services are appreciated. Okay, the advice that you could take, guided by spirit, Libra in reverse. You guys have balance. Okay, yeah. Right now you're kind of off balance, and it's okay. They're saying don't worry. They understand you had to take care of some other business right now. This funeral or this situation that you had to do, and this doesn't have to just be a funeral or a death. For a lot of you, I'm feeling like it is, and it could also be an animal, like somebody's missing a cat or a dog who just passed, and you guys had like a little ceremony before burying this animal. Your animal, I feel like, is looking over your shoulder. They miss you too, and you know for those of you who this is a baby, in time, have another baby if you really want more kids. You'll never replace the child that you lost, or the person that went home to heaven, or the dog, or whatever the situation is. You'll never replace that person by having more kids or getting another animal. They don't see it that way. And don't you see it that way either. Because every person, every animal, everything is unique in its own right. So don't feel like I can't go get another pet because it's not like Sally or Susie. You know what I mean? Understand this. They know that, and Spirit knows that. They had to go on to their next life because it was their time. And that's a beautiful journey. It's beautiful and sad at the same time. But it's beautiful too. Pray for them to have eternal heavenly peace. Pray that they walk with God. and the angels. They have all become part of your spiritual team. And please know they miss you just as much as you miss them. You will find balance again. Balance will be restored. So some people, maybe a boss is mad because you couldn't show up, or maybe somebody's turning their back on you because you needed to focus on helping other people heal and heal for yourself. If anybody doesn't have understanding and compassion for your grief and your pain and your situation, they are they are, I want to say lost souls. There's a part of them that definitely is lost, because this is something that everybody can connect to. This is one of those things that makes us all human, not just life, but death as well. But you can move forward in a positive way, and that's the only way to do it, really. You can still find peace and happiness and joy, no matter who we lost. We all belong to God, and people need to understand that. We're all His children, and we're all on His clock, and as long as we're alive, it's ticking for all of us. Animals alike, sea animals, land animals, humans, aliens, all of us. We're all on God's clock, not your boss's. You're on your boss's clock at work. You're on God's clock doing His work 24/7. His clock doesn't stop until He stops. And even then, you go on to your next life to have peace, heavenly peace, eternally. So continue to do good deeds, Libra. Continue to live your best life. Continue to serve God. All you can do is your best. Don't worry about work has piled up and stacked up and you have all this to do at home and you got to do this for the kids. It's one thing at a time. You will get back in rotation. You will get your balance back. It may take a little time, but you will get there. Okay? Spirit's telling you, do not worry. Do not fret. Sometimes there's times in all of our lives where we have to focus on what's directly in front of us right now. And whatever fell into your lap, expected or unexpected, you had to deal with that right then. And that's life. And I feel like you took care of business and you did it with the utmost respect, and Spirit loves and respects you for that. Balance will be restored. Don't worry about how other people are feeling. Worry about what's more important to you. Your family, your kids, serving God, all these things are more important than a job, a career, all this stuff. Okay? What came first is what needed to come first. And you handled yourself the way you were supposed to. So kudos to you. And once again, my condolences, prayers, blessings, and comfort for anybody that's dealing with a situation like this. And remember, completion is also about cycles. And remember, when there's an ending, there's a new beginning. Whether, like I said, this could be a career, this could be a move to a new home, a new city, a new state. You could be bringing a new family member in. And oftentimes, thank you, God, for reminding me, oftentimes when somebody does pass over, for those of you who are dealing with the death side of this reading, usually a new baby's coming in. Somebody's either pregnant right now, they may or may not know it, or you may find out that somebody's having a baby. God usually sends a child in because it's a new cycle. So something good is going to come in, a blessing. Usually it's a baby. Yeah, something good is coming in. So like I said, they may or may not even know they're pregnant right now, or somebody will get pregnant soon, or could be right now. And if it's not a new baby, it's a new start in life. It doesn't just, Spirit saying it doesn't just have to be a baby, but it's some kind of new start, new cycle, a new way of doing things, something new, something good is coming in, a blessing. This is beautiful. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. Okay, what's happening with family, friends, and people around you? Libra, in reverse, you have gratitude. Yeah. People may not be telling you thank you as much as they feel it. And some people in the family or friends, it could be distant family, it could be in-laws or something like that. They may not be saying thank you. Some of them are, and they mean it. But there's some people who are so closed off. Some people don't handle death in a positive way. They go negative. They go to drinking and drugs, and they get bitter, and they get angry, and they just want to be alone, and they just want to be mean and disrespectful. That's the wrong way to do it, by the way. Send them your prayers. They need it. You may actually just want to send them a Bible and maybe highlight a few scriptures, whatever that you feel is best. Don't feel like you did something wrong if people don't show their full gratitude. Because I'm getting out, there's a lot more people who do love and respect what you did. There could be jealousy towards you, especially if you're very successful and beautiful. And I feel like you are, Libra. You've been blessed, and every time you turn around, blessings are coming in. You have friends that love you, who support you, and you see how they're hugging. Like somebody may have like stayed away while everybody else is giving each other hugs and support. Somebody might have stayed away, and um, I'm getting they acted distant. Just pray for them, you know. Hug them anyways. Sneak up on them. Sneak up on them because they're not handling it in a positive way yet. So they need love too, even if they don't want it. Somebody's signature colors could be purple or red or green. I've seen those a lot. Okay, the outcome of this spread, Libra, is in reverse perfection. Yeah. Don't doubt that you are amazing. Don't doubt your abilities. None of us are perfect except God. See your imperfections as beauty marks. That's what makes you special and beautiful. You are a beauty. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. You're amazing, you're awesome, you're handsome, you're gorgeous, you're intelligent. You have a lot to offer to this world, and you bring a lot with you. You are loved, you are appreciated. You are necessary, you are needed, and you are blessed. And whatever you couldn't do for others, understand this: God and Spirit appreciate what you did do and what you could do. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. They don't expect us to be perfect, but they do expect us to be the best that we can be. And that's something we owe to God and ourselves, to be at our best. Keep growing, keep going, keep serving God, keep going higher, and you will. You will get there. You're highly spiritual too, Libra. Okay, as I close this reading, we're moving into part 3. I will get an overall message of this spread from the Earth Magic deck. Okay. Please, Spirit, come through as you always do for the zodiac sign of Libra for the month of April, year 2021, for the zodiac sign of Libra. Libra, Libra. I did not think this reading would be this long, but you know, you just never know. What's the overall message for Libra? For Libra. April, year 2021. For Libra. For Libra. For Libra. Okay. Okay, you guys have, at the bottom of the deck, you have wolf instinct. So definitely listen to your intuition going forward. I feel like there's some decisions that you're going to have to make, some changes coming through, and look at the entire picture. Okay, get more information, do your research, talk to different people, ask questions before you sign on that dotted line. Okay, and once you make that decision, stand by it. But definitely talk to God about it first. Like if you're moving to a new home, talk to the landlord or apartment or getting a lease, or find out information. Look up a list of things that need to be checked off. Are there any leaks at this house? Are there any plumbing problems? Are there any issues with the roof? When does that need to be fixed again, or whatever? Ask the questions. Go look up stuff online. You can find checklists and different things. Do your own background research before just jumping and leaping into something. Okay, this is the time in April to get a lot of information about what's next for you and what your plans are, what you want to do next. Okay, because some of you'll find out what you want to do, but then don't know how to start. So get that background information. Start conducting research, online search, call a professional, talk to a lawyer if you need to. Do whatever is best for you to get that background information, so that when you sign on that dotted line and you go full-fledged with this decision, that you feel comfortable to the best of your ability, and that you feel ready, that you feel like you're making the best decision and choice possible, that you can stand on your decision comfortably. Okay. So Libra, you also have iceberg submerged. So you may feel a little overwhelmed in April. Okay. A lot of work, getting back to your regular schedule. You may feel like you're drowning in a lot, but you're not drowning. You're going to come up out of this. Okay. One step at a time. Okay. Take your time, and like I said, be very organized. You may have to make a list of things you need to get done. Get a planner. Write things down on your calendar if you need to. Write a daily schedule if you need to, or weekly schedule. Use these skills that we've learned in life. Okay, use your skills is what I'm hearing. Some of you have a lot of educational skills, and we'll be returning back to education. Use your skills. Okay, you will get back on track. So you're going to be busy, but you're always busy. You're used to being busy, Libra. But it may be a little bit more on your plate. But you also need to take time to nourish you and your family. And for people who can help out, let them help out. You know, if you have a spouse, um, you may need to delegate and let people know, hey, I need you to step in a little bit more because I'm going to be a little bit more tired. I have to study for this test, or I have to plan this presentation or proposal for work, or I need to sign a lot of paperwork. I need to go get a lot of copies. If other people can get things done, let them. If you have kids who are old enough to babysit, let them. You know, just lay down the law. You guys need to stay inside. You need to be quiet. You guys need to chill, play some games, have fun. Don't burn anything. Keep yourself safe. You know, lay down the law. Be clear. Be concise and to the point. Say what you mean what you say. But let people help you too. The people who can help, make they behinds get up and help you. Okay. All right. And follow your and trust your instincts. That's the overall message. So listen to that little voice inside, pay attention to synchronicities, omens, words that repeat, feathers, incense, things that you keep seeing or things that stand out to you. It could be something that somebody's saying, it just stood out. Listen to all of it, pay attention to it. It all means something. Okay. Sometimes, you know, some people even get physical omens and physical signs and synchronicities. Look them up so you can understand what they mean. And when I say look things up, don't just get one opinion. Try to get several different sources of opinion on that same topic so that you can get a well-rounded understanding of what you're dealing with, so that you can understand yourself and what you're going through. And always talk to God in spirit. Listen to your intuition highly and heavily. Okay, Libra, this has been your reading for the month of April, year 2021. I hope these messages resonate with all of you, or as many of you as possible. I hope they help everybody in some respect. That's the main thing. I hope it's helpful. I'm wishing you all so much love and light and blessings. Stay positive, stay grounded. Know that you are loved. Blessings are coming in. Stay hopeful. Do not doubt yourself. Do not give up, and ask for help and advice. People have a lot of good advice and good energy to feed into you. Don't focus on anything negative. Only what's good and positive. You will get done what needs to get done. You will get it done. Love and light and blessings. Bye, Libra.